Yeah, I got to thinking about it, and people watching this video of me out here mowing such a large piece of land that's just sitting in fescue. I thought I'd go ahead and explain it. Back up at that tree line, let's see, that tall tree line up there, there was a project. This land down in here was so wet that it couldn't be farmed. And in fact, this little field over here, since I took over farming this, I'm in my 17th year, I have moved this field down about 12 feet, cut up the fescue and come on down this way. And I'm toying around with the idea over here on this side of attempting to move it down probably 8-10 feet on this side and, you know, put it in production. But what happened here, this land was so wet, you know, it was a place to go stick a tractor. Cousin Scotty Rock's daddy, somewhere back in 1964 or 1966, somewhere in that time frame, he drained this land. And what he did was, back up there at those trees, they dug a big, large pit, and all the little natural springs that were in here keeping this land so wet started draining into that pit. So they stuck a pump in it to pump it out so they could finish the project. And they dug a ditch all the way down this meadow strip and laid a pipe in it and put the pipe over in the pit, filled the pit full of gravel, and carried the pipe right good ways down here in the forest. In fact, I need to walk down there and check the pipe, get the sticks and limbs and leaves out of the way so it can continue draining. I mean, even in the worst drought we've ever had here back in 2007, this pipe was trickling water out of it. But when he did that and sowed this up in fescue, he was able to farm this little field over here and this field over here. And that was about the width. Of course, I said I took and expanded this field right over here, and I'm toying with the idea of doing the same over here, maybe 10 feet or so. But that was about the width that he decided, so that's why this has always been wrapped up in fescue. You know, a couple people have said, why don't you know, grow hay on it? Well, I don't have all the equipment for cutting hay and raking hay and baling hay, and that's a lot of money, even if you do go buy somebody's used junk and repair it. So I just keep it in fescue. But let's walk down here and check this pipe while I'm down here. Something I haven't checked now in 6 or 7 months. So there's probably some sticks and debris to get out of the way so it stays open and draining. And I'll show you where it's at. Well, I'm right here at the edge of the forest now. The surface water, when you get heavy rain, has a little natural trough that it comes through right here. Some years ago that tree fell right across it, and I've never gotten it up. It's about rotten now. I could probably put a chain on it and get it out of the way and clean up this debris that's in here. But we follow this on down through here. Alright, snake, I'm coming in here. You better get out of the way because I've got me a snake killing stick in my hand. And here's another tree that fell across here. This one's done a far better job of deteriorating and getting gone. Oh me. And a little bit of surface water here running. But when you get down here, alright, what are you? Get off of me. I'm not fond of coming in the forest this time of year. There's all sorts of little no-see-ums and creatures down here. And yeah, you see all that water. Well, you probably can't see it. But anyhow, we got to go down there and clean this pipe out because I can tell it's not flowing real good. But you'll get an idea once I start raking it out if I don't fall in it. It's right good little hole to climb down in here. Let's see here. Alright. There's a pipe right there. And there's this water trickling out of it. And I'll clean this debris out of here. Let me see if I can figure out where to put this camera so y'all can watch. But I'm gonna clean this out here. Okay, that got all the blockage out of it. But if you see right there, see how that water's muddy now where I've been messing around in it? Well, watch it clear up and you'll get an idea of how much water's actually flowing out of there. But you couldn't have done this. There was something they passed called the Wetlands Protection Act. And there's no way you could have got permission from the government to do anything like this so that you could be able to farm your farm. But you can see now it's starting to clear up where I stirred up the mud in it and get an idea of how that water is flowing down through there. I don't really have any way to measure it, how much is coming out of there. But I wish I did. But you can see over here where I stirred up the mud and it's starting to go down. Every bit of that water going down through this creek, and there's a little pond a little further down that keeps it full. But that's all springs way back up yonder where I showed you at the tree line feeding this. And now you can see how it's cleared up and the water's trickling on through there. And that's just constant coming out of there, keeping that land back up there drained so we can farm it. Well, I'm glad I walked down here. That needed cleaning out. Well, let's get out of here now.